What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We are here at round 7. We have Law versus Doflamingo, another set 1 throwback. Now, traditionally, this was very difficult for Doflamingo in the past because that Law board gets big quick and you don't have a lot of removal. A big adaptation that the Doflamingo deck has now is the Jinbei promo. That wasn't really legal in most set 1 tournaments. Do you think that card could necessarily be a factor that makes this matchup a little more favorable for Dofi here?
I think it could be. And let's go ahead and switch over because they're getting into the game now. And while we're going through here, yeah, I think Jinbei is definitely going to be impactful in this matchup to help Dofi keep Law's board down.
Yeah.
Because Law puts Dofi through the ringer very easily.
Absolutely.
With this. And I'm quite interested to see if Law is going to remain undefeated after this round or if Dofi's going to put his foot down.
Okay. I like the reference. The reference.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's pretty tough, right? So this is a matchup. It can go very wrong very quickly.
Yes,
if Doflamingo misses his Perona, then you don't have anything to attack the Bonnie with.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't get your Perona early, then you're not really using your leader to summon Jinbeis to pressure. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it can go very wrong very quickly. It looks like we have
a Perona.
We have a Perona. That's what you want.
Yep. Now Dofi could go first or second. Happy going first.
Yep.
Happy going second.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits about Doflamingo is, I do think most decks prefer going second, but in this, it's like Doflamingo can be happy either way. But it looks like we got Law going
Nami,
first.
Swag Nami, Swag Zoro.
Every time. Alt Nami.
Not today, but
yeah.
We haven't actually seen that many Namis today, interestingly enough. I imagine that tomorrow there's going to be a lot more Namis.
Quite a few more Namis, yeah. All right, and pretty standard play here. We're just gonna grab we're gonna play the Perona, right?
Okay, we're gonna play the Law and the Perona. Yep.
Law first and Perona. All right. Look at the top
Perona
5.
first, just in case, but it doesn't really change anything. It's not like you draw anything.
I don't think it matters at all.
It doesn't matter at all. No, I love the Gold Dawn.
So I do. The Gold Dawn is very stylish. It looks very good on camera too.
It does.
Oh, he doesn't have a lot of amazing options.
Gecko is nice though.
Gecko. I mean, you can block with the Law and just grab it back with the Gecko. So it's a nice little +1 there.
Another Perona.
Another Perona, which means you get to reset. Okay.
All right.
All right.
And here we go. We're passing back to Law. Now Law already starting with a Nami. That's a strong start.
Yeah, generally you're going to see the Law's going to want to just flood the board in the early game. That way you can start with the shenanigans, right?
Yep. We see Law going to go ahead and push 5 here. Do you block just to play around Vista?
Because
I would rather he Vista my Perona because I can Gecko it back.
Yes, that is true. Curly.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Uh-oh. All right, here we go.
Now we
Curly
got the Dawn.
Dawn.
Now we see a Makino.
Yes, we do.
Oh, and a Chopper. So we have an option. Grabbing the Makino.
Go for the Makino. Understandable.
Yep.
Understandable. Gosh, Curly Dawn, such a strong addition to the Law deck. Can we talk about that for a second while he plays a 1-drop blocker?
Yeah, so, searchers are really good, right? So the top end is when your searcher searches your searcher.
Yes.
So the fact
searches your searcher.
Exactly. So the fact that the Dawn can grab a Nami is just exceptional. I mean, you really love to see it. And we're just gonna go 5 here.
Yep.
So no leader ability.
Law gonna take it most likely. Yeah.
We see that all the time. Law just doesn't want to get rid of that card in its hand.
Going first as well.
Yeah.
Law's resources. Really want to build those up.
Yep, and we're just choosing. Yep. See, the top 5 of his deck, it was like it just wasn't quite good enough. So here we're gonna see he wanted to dig a little bit deeper here with this.
Now we do see a Boa going into the 2nd position.
Okay, it looks like we have a Boa and a Pacifista and a Gecko. So we have a few different options here. Obviously, that he's gonna have to whatever he chooses, he's gonna have to get it the following turn. So
there's a Love going to the very bottom, and it looked like a Pacifista is the Dofi target for next turn.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Bartholomew Kuma.
Yes, Kuma.
They do look exactly the same.
The robot.
The robot.
The robot.
The robot package. Still popular.
The robot package, indeed.
All right, so, this turn, as the Law player, we have enough Dawn to establish two more characters and then also hit some shenanigans.
Absolutely.
We'll see. So he can spend 3 Dawn playing characters, so another to Dawn, maybe 2 1-drops. We have a Makino. Like, he has the options are there.
Yep. And then we can do some shenanigans with Zoro.
We're going to bounce a red, play a green. And what's the best green you can play? The 5-drop Law that swaps.
Yep.
And we're just going to start.
Put Curly back in hand and play a Zoro.
We're going to start drawing cards. But again, it depends on what he has in his hand.
Yep. And the best numbers to push against the Dofi with are just 5s.
Absolutely.
Law is the king of swinging 5.
Yeah, it's very easy because you're putting so much of your Don into your board, it's a little bit hard to attack.
Immediately swings for 6. Look bad.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go 6 here.
Yep.
And Dofi's just going to go ahead and take that.
I like to take as well.
Dofi's hand is very low. That was a Mihawk.
Yeah, it is. That was a Mihawk. Nice.
That can come up.
I do like the take here. I do.
Yep.
And we're going to go Otama here.
All right, and then
play.
Zoro?
Is that a Zoro?
Nope.
Oh,
Vista. Very
solid.
Nice.
Getting rid of a blocker.
Board's full, but we have no green.
Yeah.
Good thing we want to bounce a red for that law.
Yeah. No green.
Lots of high-value cards on the board. We have
Yeah.
Nami, Dadan, Otama, and Vista.
Yeah. Oftentimes, you can, pick up the Don, play Law, pick up Nami. You have 2 searchers now back into your hand.
And you just build your hand bigger and bigger and bigger, and you keep your consistency going.
Yep.
And okay, it's Perona's turn
Swing
now.
with Perona.
Perona's going in.
That's a 5K Perona.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're taking it.
We're gonna
Fair
go
enough.
take that. Yep.
Did her job.
And then now we've got a 7, and we're gonna get the Kuma.
There we go.
Very nice.
All right.
Chopper block, right? Yeah,
Yep.
chopper block. We're fine with this because all we have to do is play one more character to get back to the 5, the critical number for Law.
Yeah, you have plenty of Don, and your board is already pretty full. And again, this is the problem that Doflamingo has basically is it doesn't have a lot of great removal effects. Now you might think, okay, but the leader can play something like Martial Teach, right? But it's like, okay, but what is Martial Teach going to bounce here? Otama, Vista? There's really no good options. Everything is too low or has an incredibly strong on-play effect. So even if your best option is bounce a chopper, it only costs 1 Don to reestablish that chopper, and then Law is back to the races here,
All right, we see the Don swing. That means he's going to be putting that back in his hand this turn.
More than likely,
That's what that means, yeah. The pure value that you get out of Law with things like that, with swinging with a small character, then putting it back in your hand, not risking it, it's pretty good.
Yep.
All right, here we go. We're putting the opponent on a gotta have it.
Yep.
Do you have a robot to replace this Kuma with? And the answer appears to be no because we blocked it.
Yep, we blocked. Attacking the Kuma. If you have a robot, you really just let it die, right?
Yeah.
And that way you just slam the robot down. Good tempo.
Yeah, we like to say it's getting worse.
Things are getting worse here.
If there's one that drops down, it's getting worse.
Yep. And here we go.
And he does have
one.
he
has it.
Interesting.
Jinx.
Jinx.
I wonder why. So why do you block there? That's
Uh-oh.
Okay,
it's happening.
And we got the Law.
All right, so we've used our room ability, and now the opponent is in shambles.
That's right. Now we can. Do we pick up the Don?
Yeah, we pick up the Don.
And play another Zoro.
Another Zoro. Yay.
Now we have 2 Don available. We can equip that to Zoro and swing for 7.
We sure will.
Seems like a good play to me.
Yeah,
and this is a take, right?
That is definitely
your
a
hand
take.
is like pretty low. Another Mihawk.
A
Okay.
2K. That's fine.
2K is fine. And was that I couldn't tell what that was. So.
I could not tell either. He's either got Boa or Gecko as his next card. I believe it's probably Boa.
Yeah. Yep.
But Law doesn't care. Law swings so easily at 5 that it will just burn all of Dofi's resources.
The good thing about having this Pacifista here is you can combat these Zoros. It's very easy for Doflamingo to attack as a 7K.
Yep.
And there you go, Gecko.
Okay, so we got the Gecko here.
And what are we going to grab back? We could grab Perona.
We could get Perona.
We could grab the blocker.
The blocker's the best call there, I think.
Yep.
Because we know the top card of our decks love, and we don't know anything else.
Yep. And we're going to protect the Zoro here. All right.
Okay.
Well, pay 4.
It's difficult to kill that Zoro now if you're Doflamingo.
Yep.
So the Zoro's going to survive a turn cycle.
Yep.
And we see a Boa come down, but no Don attached to it.
No Don attached, so it's pretty much like you could block with it, but it's kind of difficult to do so.
Yeah. You're not encouraged to do so at the very least. But you do get to attack with it next turn if it survives.
And you get to draw a card off of it.
You get to draw a card, yeah.
We're seeing the Law he has like a ton of stuff to do, but he doesn't necessarily have a lot of good swap targets.
Yeah.
So even though his board is full, realistically it's not very threatening. We're going to Otama the 6K, dropping it down to a 4K, which means Vista can attack it, and this does not feel good.
This is unfortunate for Doflamingo now, having to protect this Pacifista with just great attacks on Law's side available. The Nami could even go in if it wanted to.
It's very easy for this Nami to attack the Pacifista, which
speaking of, that Nami is in fact going to attack the Pacifista.
And then and your Zoro and your leader very easily attack the Gecko because your opponent has such a low hand size. I think you probably just have to let it go. I mean, it's going to be a little too difficult to protect.
Yeah. Nami destroying a Pacifista would be canon, right?
I
haven't watched the anime, but that would be canon, right?
I'm not too sure about that one. All right.
Okay, so we get a free block with the Boa.
Yeah.
And we're still going to keep going after the Pacifista instead of the Boa. This is an easier attack. 6 on 4 is really good.
Yeah, this is a really good attack.
And we still got 2 5 swings available for the Boa. And also, we can use the leader effect, bounce Zoro if we want, or bounce Law if we want, and not replay it.
Yeah.
It's tough to see his hand. It doesn't look like he has much in the way of gas, the Law player.
He doesn't have any.
That's probably why he protected that Zoro.
Exactly. He doesn't have any amazing swap targets, but he does have. We know he has the Don in hand for one, so the Don can, lead into some things.
Absolutely can.
All right, and we're protecting it. 6 on 4, right?
Yeah, 6 on 4.
There we go. So he has to get.
He's caught it. Yeah. Gonna need one more off of that.
It's just. Oof. I really think it's just too much. Like.
It is. I think it should have just gone down with the 6.
At that point, it would have been easier to protect the Boa, like you said. Yeah. Yeah. So they're just talking about it. The Pacifista here is a 4.
Yep. Pacifista's a 4. The Law is a 6. So we've countered with Mihawk, putting us to 6. We're gonna need
another card.
And I guess we're just thinking about which one to get rid of. Looks like we have only 2 options. That looks like 2 9-drop Mihawks.
Yeah.
Chilling in the hand, bricking it.
Yeah, we got Alvida and the Dofi blocker.
Alvida and the Dofi blocker. And neither one of those is really something you want to get rid of.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to get rid of your Dofi blocker because it organizes the top of your deck, which turns your leader back on, and it's just, oh, man. He's getting rid of the Alvida.
We're going into the Mihawk turn now.
Yep. And here we go, 6. Yeah, see, you just,
And now you know, okay, if I go 2 on the Zoro and swing on the Boa, it'll clear it.
7 on Bora, yep. Yeah,
it becomes telegraphed at that point.
You really kind of sacrificed your...
Interesting, we're putting Otama back in hand.
Otama, yeah.
Playing a Zoro.
Yeah,
very cool.
Zoro.
Very cool.
What's cool about this is it's a Straw Hat and a Supernova, so it's highly searchable.
And green.
It's green, which lets you do this exact play. And then also because it's a 5 Supernova, you can untap it with your starter deck Law.
Yep. Interesting to put Otama instead of Nami back. I don't know that Otama would have taken any. I don't think Otama would have been threatened at all. But that Nami might get attacked. Just chump attack.
I don't know. I think you're right, but it is hard to attack this Nami, right? I think there's a little...
Well, with my hand with no threats in it, I'm looking to find a threat.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, yeah, you're saying the Nami...
The Nami's just got more value on the play.
More value, yeah, that's fair.
Now the Otama can come down and shrink the Gecko.
Yeah.
See, and then the Nami goes down.
The Nami dies. Yeah, I get what you're saying, because Nami can find Luffy.
Dofi knows how much of a threat that Nami is.
And here we go. We're going to go 6 into something...
It's funny, as many threats as there are on the board.
Yeah.
And we're going to go and bottom deck that Law.
Yeah, goodbye, Law.
Goodbye, Law.
All right. This is not a bad turnaround. The only problem is that I won't say he wasted, but he used so many resources to protect that Pacifista that he's just very behind. And so this is somewhat of a comeback, but...
Yep. And here's where if the Nami had been put back in the hand, we could
play the Nami. Yeah.
We do have Dadan, though.
We
did return Dadan earlier.
Yeah.
And there's a decent chance we're going to see Dadan just fall out of the hand here.
Yeah, I think so. That's a pretty good one.
Yep. Gecko probably does not survive the turn cycle. All right, we see Dadan. Looking for a Nami.
Okay. So far, no targets.
Oh.
Is that a whiff?
Oh, that is a whiff.
Not what you want to see for the Law player.
What you want to see indeed for the Dofi player.
Yeah, the Dofi player taking out probably a little bit of a sigh there, like, oh, that could have been much worse.
That's nice. Now he looks at the second Mihawk in his hand like, we're going to get there,
There
Mihawk.
we go. We're not doing too bad here. And I see what you mean now, because you could play the Nami here, which is a very cheap body. And actually, because he couldn't have attacked the Otama,
Otama would
already be there. So I get what you're saying here. Brooke, I love Brooke and Law. I really do.
Brooke is very nice.
One of my favorite cards in the deck because you play it. It's, like you said, Law is really good at attacking at 5. Brooke is what allows you to extend that attack.
It does, yeah. So there we just see a free 7 swing on the Gecko.
Yeah.
It goes down. Now the rest of our attacks are going to probably go to life.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about time
if he
to start
wants to attack,
pressuring
but
here.
it is time to start pressuring.
Here
So
we
we're
go,
going to go and see it.
That's a take.
7 took out the Gecko, so 7 will definitely do a damage.
And here's a 9, so.
All right.
That's another damage.
That's a damage.
He's thinking. Yep.
Yep.
Going down to 1 life, not where you want to be.
No, especially if you want to establish another Mihawk here. But there's a good chance that you can clear most of this board this turn.
Yeah. We know there's a level of beam. That was Alvida. I think it's this. If he uses his leader ability, level of beam will be the top card of the deck, I believe.
Yeah. Or he might be thinking about another Mihawk, another 9-drop Mihawk.
Yeah.
You could go.
Here we go. We're going to Dofi.
Right, we're going to go Dofi.
Rearrange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What are you looking for? Number 1 target. Jinbei.
Jinbei. Honestly, it's probably not. I would think it would be Marshall Teach here. Would be a decent target.
Teach would be a good target.
Oh, is that Gum Rain?
I think Teach would be a fine target. I also think that Gecko would be a fine target.
Oh, yeah. Gecko's a good one, yeah. Oh, Gum Rain is a super interesting card. So you discard a card from your hand, and then you get +3 on a leader or character. So essentially, you're turning a card you can't counter with into a 1K, basically.
Yep.
And so your count 2 cards, counter for 3. It's not like the best value, but it is a very interesting card because it turns a dead card into a counter card, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so now we just have to consider how do we navigate the rest of this turn as Doflamingo. We've seen the top of our deck. We've organized it. We want to use the Dofi effect. We've already separated 3 Dawn.
Yeah.
Ready to go for it.
So the Mihawk attacks the green Zora very well. And the leader attacks the red Zora very well. So the question is how much Dawn. Oh, and he decided the other way.
Well, he could be playing around Radical Beam here.
He could be, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Law is at 2 life.
Yep, he is at 2.
Yep. Okay.
And are we going to try to put him at 1 here?
No, we're going to swing.
See, I feel like that was.
Yeah, I feel like
that was the opposite,
the
right?
Otama's there.
Yeah, and we got rid of a Machina there.
Rid of a Machina.
Well, because 9 into 6 and 7 into 5. That's like pretty standard. And we got another blocker here.
The 9 into 6 is fine.
Yep.
The 7 into 5 is what you like to see.
Yeah.
But 9 into 5 does guarantee the Zoro goes down.
Yeah.
But then the 7 into 6 is.
Yeah.
It's kind of a soft hit. Wow.
It is. Nami off the top.
Off the top. Man found a Nami.
Radical Beam, Zoro. So we have 2 options. I couldn't see the last card. It looked like Radical Beam, Zoro, and 1 other card.
Yep. Another Bonnie gets stacked to the bottom of the deck.
Another Bonnie at the bottom.
The bottom of his deck is filled with Bonnies.
Yeah. He only has 2 in hand. So he really needs some good cards to swap into here.
He does. Dofi has really managed to take it from when we had all those characters on the board. I think keeping the Nami on the board and putting the Otama back really
it hurt him
cost him because he missed a turn.
He did, yeah.
He missed a whole turn of being able to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Instead, he just played a Zoro.
Yep.
And a Dodon that whiffed.
Yeah, that whiffed. That was, you can't predict your Dodon whiffs. I mean, that's very unfortunate.
And now you're trying to close out the game. You need to do 2 damage this turn to close out the game
through
two
two blockers. That's tough.
You do have 5 attacks, so you can do it in theory.
Oh, beautiful. That's a little Treasure Cup Chopper.
Treasure Cup Chopper. We
beautiful.
are flexing a little bit right
There we go. Go ahead. Put that car payment on the table, buddy.
Oh, that looked like an Ezo.
I think it was, yeah.
Okay.
So I think it was Brook Ezo Chopper.
Are we going to see a Chopper come down, or are we going to see that Ezo come down?
Yeah.
We're doing a little bit of math with our Don here. Law uses its Don very strictly.
I think that's one of probably the hardest aspects. The hardest aspects of Law. Okay.
How to use that Don.
How to use the Don.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so we see a simple 5.
Yep.
Now,
get rid of the
Jinbei. We're going to get out of it.
Okay.
We're going to counter out of it. Dofi has not won this game yet.
No.
By any means. But we've gotten out of 1.
Yeah.
We do have the ability to tap a blocker down or rest a blocker.
Okay. Another 5. Yeah, and it's like you said, a good way to get around Dofi is just by swinging 5/5. So he might have 2 blockers, but you're really getting under the blockers here.
Yep. 7's going to probably get blocked by the little Dofi.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to take this one.
No, I don't either.
But you block with this, and then looks like there's only 2 Don left on Law, so he can't even rest your blocker.
Oh, he took it.
Okay.
Okay. We're
going
to go 7 here.
7 and then play a Chopper. Right, we're going to block that.
Yep, that's a blocker.
No, thank you, please. And then we have a Chopper pass.
Play a Chopper. All right.
Okay, can we close the game out as Dofi? It's going to be real hard to stay alive.
Yeah, you probably just don't have the defense to stay.
But do you have the offense to go?
Oh, he drew a 2K. Okay, so he actually has love. That is not that bad.
No, his hand is his hand and his board.
Yeah. And your
Law only has 2 cards in hand, so you have to wonder, can you do it?
Yeah, they are 2 2Ks, so they're very they're pretty good. But
yep. I mean, you're just faced with the question: do I go board or do I go face?
Yeah.
That's where Dofi lives right now.
And okay. And we're equipping Don to our blocker. That probably means we're going face.
Now, this is great. He played around the jet pistol.
That is what you want to see.
I love to see that.
There you go.
You don't see that often enough.
So for those of you who are wondering, jet pistol is a shield trigger, and its KO is 6 or less. So by making
6K or less.
6K or less power. So by making this Kuma a 7K, it's immune.
It's completely immune to it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. That was a beautiful
great play. Yeah.
Even if the Kuma doesn't attack, that was a necessary, safe thing to do.
No, I 100% agree.
Beautiful. All right, we got to do one more damage.
Speaking of beautiful, both of these players' decks.
Very beautiful.
We got alt arts on promo alt arts on,
But is the Zoro stamped?
Oh, that's a great question.
I don't know.
It's really tough. And honestly, like any player here would be intimidated. They're both undefeated, and we are
round 7.
Round 7, and we're getting closer to tomorrow, basically.
Yes, we are.
Basically, whoever wins this game can pretty safely guarantee that they're making it to top 32 tomorrow. So
hopefully,
hopefully, right?
You feel more comfortable about it.
Exactly. You feel a lot more comfortable about your next 2 rounds.
But the person who loses this,
they're sweating.
They're sweating. Dofi's still thinking about what to do.
Yep.
That blocker getting in the way.
Yeah, the chopper, good pickup for sure.
Yep. Because the Mihawk just gets blocked by it.
Yeah.
And then he's counting his Don, and he's like, I can do 2 9s.
Yeah.
Is that good enough? I don't know.
Right. And
4 cards in Law's hand? Probably not.
No.
We know one is Otama.
Yeah, one is Otama. So it's a little scary. And, the question here is, again, it's always, he has a level up. So it's like, if I leave 2 up for this level up, if I leave my blocker, can I survive?
Yep.
I don't know. It's going to be real tough. Again, all these little chumps, that 5K, when you only have 3 cards in hand, 5K might as well be 10. Like, it's just so much.
We could just go ahead and turn Mihawk sideways.
Mm-hmm. Just get it out of the way.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah. Again, a Marshall D
you
teach.
Could just take the Mihawk.
Yeah. A teach here would be fantastic because you just block the bounce the chopper. So.
Yeah, and then you've got 2 7s and a 9.
Yeah.
Chopper has no counter power.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think we're in the world of teaches in the hand.
I don't think so. All right, and that looks like, is that an 8 and 10?
Okay.
So we're going 8.
Interesting. We're going 8.
So if our opponent has 2 2Ks, they can get out of this.
They can, yeah. That's interesting. So.
Yeah.
8 will discard 2 of the cards out of the opponent's hand.
Oh, and there goes the chopper.
Oh, that's huge.
And here's a 9.
That's huge. We go 9 and 10.
Yeah, and we're getting out of 9.
We're getting out of 9.
And that's it.
Uh-oh.
That's the game, right?
Now we only have 1 Don up. Now we can't use this level up. We got 2 bloodthirsty.
Yep. We're going to go ahead and double count.
Yep.
5.
That was 2 2Ks
10.
and a 1K.
Yep. And he's thinking, there's no way. He definitely can't survive this onslaught. You can go ahead and attack the Zoro, and he's scooping.
There it is.
Yeah.
1 too many Don on the swing there.
Yeah, and he could counter with.
This is why I was saying you go with the
Mihawk
first, too.
Yeah, you swing Mihawk first to see if he blocks or not. Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
Then you have your blocker as a backup.
Exactly, yeah.
We see this very often. That last turn of the game, winning the game is so difficult in this game.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, I mean, that was it. We talked about how Doflamingo struggled with Law. That game was like relatively close. We saw Law didn't have a lot of great swap targets.
Yep.
We saw Law kind of fumble a little bit. He whiffed on a Dodon. He ended up like losing a Nami at a crucial point.
Put an Otama back in hand instead of the Nami. That Otama ended up not being used at all for the rest of the game except counter power.
Exactly. So I mean, that was a good game. You like to see it.
It was very good. Law did end up winning. Dofi could not put his foot down.
So Law is now 8-0. Got saved by Luffy at the last second, right? All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. That was round 7. There are 3 more rounds today. Top 32 tomorrow. Please like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff, and we're gonna keep bringing you content all night long and tomorrow as well. Thank you for watching.